finally got them. Control arms, tubular control arms, man. I mean, once again, if y'all watching the high dollar channels, this is nothing. But for me, and a part of my journey, or whoever is following it, I have always wanted a pair of solid quality tubular control arms. I kind of couldn't hold on to it, but even though I wanted to, but I'm like, dude, I gotta put this out there because I'm super hyped. Y'all gonna catch me hyped about a lot of stuff. It is definitely not an overstatement. It's just the fact that it's nice being, even though it's still a struggle, please don't get it twisted. It's nice being in a position where I can actually try to make stuff happen, start going down the list of things that I always wanted. Now, I've always wanted a pair of tubular control arms, big time. It's from seeing them on the hot rides, going out to, you know, see them on the weekends with the older guys have been doing it since like forever. They got collections, and it's definitely been on the list, and finally got them. And what I decided to go with, the CPPs. The CPPs, I've seen their products have been out for a very long time, but they're definitely starting to open up an entire catalog for the OBS's 88 to 98. If you go on their website and you check it out, they have so many different products that's coming up for the GMT400 platform trucks, and it's going to be nice. I'm definitely looking forward to it. There's only a few that are actually out. For example, the control arms, they have the coilovers, they got a lot of stuff. So I'm definitely looking into the coilovers. Those should be on the way. Don't quote me. I'm hoping something goes right, and then they will be. But they got the coilovers, and their coilovers are actually Vikings. So they come in the single adjustable and they come in the double adjustable, but that's going to be something else for a whole different video. Now, I've looked into quite a few different types of control arms. You have your QA1. QA1 makes great products. Just looking at what they had to offer and compared to these, I think that these more so fit what I was trying to do. Now, with that being said, I wasn't too sure exactly what equipment mapped out, even though I do map out a lot. Mapped out all the way down the line. I wasn't quite too sure how much customization and fabrication and cutting and grinding I was willing to do. So therefore, with these, I have an option. I want to kind of say to go either way. Maybe you can do the same thing with the QA1s. I don't know, but this is what I chose. So it's great for the buck. It's definitely quality arms, which you're about to see shortly. And I planned on actually holding off on putting these up just yet, but I figured, you know what? Instead of it being too long of a video, which I try not to do, but I do it all the time, I can actually introduce them, show them, explain the features, explain what you get, and then have a separate one that is actually the installation of the control arms. It's not going to be super in-depth. It's just kind of like changing out just your regular control arm, but the swap for swap is nuts. So, and I am not disappointed. I'm definitely happy with the purchase for sure. So we're gonna get to these and start showing you guys what it is, man.
This is a Wizard production.
All right, y'all, I'm super excited, man. I mean, I know on like high dollar channels, this stuff is like a norm, but this right here is huge for me. This is like a milestone in my freaking life, dude. Always wanted a set of tubulars. So these came packaged very well. And they even put like, I guess, a note just in case maybe some stuff they dealt with in the past, I don't know, but they want you to inspect it when you get it, to immediately let them know like, hey, there's some issues with this, or something's broken, or whatever the case may be, or if the box is messed up. But these are the uppers right here, and oh man, look at that. Even has an inspected date. So what is that? Inspected September 5th 2023. And I mean, supposedly I believe this stuff's lighter when you come to tubular, and I kind of want to say that it is, but I wouldn't be able to tell you until I had my stock one in hand, because I have a set of front upper control arms, factory ones, that I planned on like maybe doing urethane bushings in and then slapping them in, but something told me like, you know what, it is what it is, screw it, try to ride out with it for a little longer. And there it is, man. Here's the upper. Wow, this is cool. This looks good, man. Already gloss black, powder coated. Don't have to worry about that. I'm getting freaking grease on my hand because I'm not going to complain, obviously, because it's nice that it's already greased and whatnot. But yeah, this thing looks good. So this is just the one. The other one's in there, and they also have the hardware, of course, and urethane bushings. Have the sleeve already installed. So these are pretty much just ready to bolt on straight out of the pack. No more fighting with the rivets anymore. Already comes with the bolts in here. And here is where are we at? Boom. Here is the hardware that comes with it. And this should be all the hardware needed for the front upper control arm. All right, so on to the next one, man. Here's the lowers. Once again, very well packaged. I mean, I highly doubt anything could even happen to these. I freaking dropped them from who knows how tall, but these are the lowers, boy. These things are beefy. Oh, sugar. Woo! And I ain't gonna take the other one out yet. That's gonna stay right there. All right, so here goes the lowers, man. Look at that. The diameter of the piping that they use, man, this stuff is definitely going to be, it's worth the money, man. It's worth the money for sure. And here we go, label, so that way you don't make the mistake of putting it on the wrong side. And they got their own bump stop on it, CCP right there. And if you were going to use your factory stuff as far as your shocks, the provisions are already there. You would just have to get your own clips and put them in, or nuts, whatever you end up using on the other side, or however you do it, vice versa. And looks like there's the fitting for the to lube these things up. That's another thing. Let's check that out. So I don't see a fitting that goes into here in order to lube it up. This one, if I had to guess, is probably for the ball joint. But yeah, man, this thing is great. The black gloss powder coat, beautiful. Am I gonna try to yank this off? Nah, I'll leave it right where it's at. But yeah, so the hardware that comes with this one is a little more in depth, because this hardware actually has I want to say it's kind of like a different style of the end links, and I kind of want to say I believe they're spherical, but we got to take them out of the box to see that. So yeah, we're gonna find out. Okay, so now let's get into this hardware. Bottom arm right here, and like I said, what I thought was supposed to be here is definitely supposed to be here. So for starters, and it's kind of ironic because you guys know that I put the spawn spherical ends on mine. So these come with spherical ends already for these. Now the thing is, like, I didn't even have to go get the spawns, but honestly, it still worked out because I'm thinking about putting the spawns on the rear, which is a whole nother process. But anyway, in this bag is going to come with 2 of these ends, and it's going to come with 2 spherical joints. These get threaded into the top, and you know, you bolt them down. And here's like another bag of like nuts, bolts, washers in here. This one here, this is the bushings for the end links, and your spherical end is going to go inside of here. Let me try to get that right. I mean, you guys pretty much get the point, but I wanted to still like show it. Either way, anyway, that's how this goes. And the best way to really tell will be to actually start putting it on a vehicle, and then once everything starts coming together, then that'll probably be the most sense making that's going to happen, period. And also, if I'm not mistaken, if you don't choose to run these, I believe you can actually just use this the same way that it is in your control arm. You're just going to drop your original style through here into here. Obviously, there'll be 2 bushings, you know, smush it from the top and the bottom, and you feed the nut in from the bottom and tighten it up. So I think that's a possibility too, but I probably have to call them just to confirm that. So there you have it, man. There you have it. As you guys saw, beautiful pieces, man. Beautiful pieces. You can definitely tell just by looking at them that they definitely take care and when they're manufacturing these things. And honestly, these days, quality control sucks around the board. Even with your most studious freaking companies, they're still having issues when it comes to this quality control. I mean, honestly, it does suck, but I get it. Economy, all kinds of crap. Quality control on these, fantastic. They definitely look the part as far as like looking everything close, and the threading, the freaking spherical ends that they came with, it's great. So hopefully you guys, this helps you out, and you know, I best pick your decision in the comments. If you have something better that you guys go with, that you had greater experience with, definitely let me know. And as far as a price point, honestly, I've definitely seen controllers you can get for uppers and lowers for like 600 bucks, even 7. And with those, it's the ones that usually lowers the truck. Like for example, the coil spring pocket is actually dropped a bit, so that way you can lower the truck. That's not what I was really looking for out of my control arm, so I kind of steered away from that. But it's still an option. If it worked out great for you, please let me know. I'm always willing to learn. But all right, y'all, I'll see y'all on the next one, and hopefully I'll be installing these soon. But honestly, with the way school's looking, I'm in the home stretch. I got a few more months, and then I'll be done, and I'll be back at doing what I like to do, and hopefully with minimal interruption. But you know, life is life, kids, whole nine. So all right, man, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.